Happy Year of the Metal Ox! I'm Senya.
And I'm Lucky.
And we're Red Pocket Press.
And we're calling you from Nam, otherwise known as Melbourne, in so-called Australia.
We'd like to welcome you to our Year of the Ox Zine teaser. Our zine features 22 queer Asian contributors locally and internationally.
It's our biggest issue yet, featuring all first-time contributors.
In this zine teaser, we invited a few of our contributors to share with you their work. We hope you enjoy.
And on a final note, please check out all the other wonderful publishing projects at Printed Matter's Virtual Art Book Fair.
Wishing you a year of wisdom and fortune.
The earth, it starts to shine. On the most nonsensical days of all, I read poetry. Out loud in therapy, I talk to the chaos that is in and around me, no more gravity. A story that starts with the unraveling of a silky cocoon. It twists around me as I shed the rundown nights where my footsteps obscured the paths, the trodden roads without directions. One morning I woke up to the snow, cake blocking the door, and so I stayed in. Side of my lungs forget-me-nots have grown, telling me how I used to fear drowning on a lily. Petals larger than my palms, they've covered the sky. If I were to look over the windowsill, the daylight seeps in splendor, peeking through a membrane sturdy enough to hold up each and every one of us. We grow older, but vigor shoots through our veins. The creases on the fabric, the woven skin no longer needing to be ironed. Living is celebrated. Grief is embraced. Near the desert on the shore, the sand melts back into honey and I grow tender. This is where I learn to forgive every person and every grain of dust come into alignment. The golden reflection mirrors castles in the sky. Our blue still exists. It dances along to every lullaby. It twirls, draws out every breath, harmonizing with the blushing sky. We still drink the juice of these bitter blue-green berries. Sometimes a storm passes and I can hear tapping, asking me to open the window. The wind rings. You too can be here.
Hello, happy Lunar New Year, or Gung Hei Fat Choi, as we'd say in my family. I hope this is a year of joy and healing and affirmation for you all. I hope this year that you're able to build strong relationship bonds, that you take care of yourself and your community as well, and that everyone experiences just a little bit of luck or good fortune. My name is Sarah. I'm a writer and research student living in Bolu, Perth, on Wajak Noongar Boodja, and today I'm here to read a short poem for you called Passing. It's a poem which reflects on the kinds of conflicted or sort of unsettling grief that I experienced after the death of a family member a few years ago. I hope you enjoy it. Passing. 2 years it's been since you left for a time crepuscular. We gather for celebrations, yet food tastes furtive now. Your weight erupts through empty space at the table, hungry. Your books linger in my kitchen, calling to meals unmade. In dreams my body becomes vessel, a conduit for your bare feet walking soundlessly. Familiar foreigner passing through haunted land with an aching chest. Where does this grief belong on stolen country? I cannot hold my wretched mourning here. I'm sorry for sleeping through your pain, for living without shame as restless shadows toil. I light a candle, burn the incense, They smell bitter, of resentment. No angel breath, only spirits waiting for my own heart to return. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Frog. I'm currently in the USA in New York, just Lenape land, in Turtle Island, and I'm listening to my friend Batrajav playing music on Facebook Live here. Live from Mongolia. My parents are from Taiwan, but I have some Han Chinese, Mongolian, Manchurian ancestry, which I'm learning about. And for my contribution to the zine, I submitted this calendar. It's 24 terms of the traditional Chinese solar calendar. This one I made on Dongma paper, which is made by some Nashi friends in Lijiang. It's acrylic ink and gel pen. And so you can see this is it's acrylic ink and gel pen on Dongma paper. But outside, it's the English names for the terms, and then Chinese names in this inner ring, the 2 or 3 day span that the season begins, and on the inside is the corresponding Babylonian astrological signs. You're probably familiar with like summer solstice, winter solstice, autumn, spring equinox. That's the main cross point here. And then here's beginning of summer, beginning of winter, autumn, spring. That's crossing points here. And then there's like the kind of liminal stages: slight cold, great cold, slight heat, great heat. To me, what's interesting, like I was gardening last year. I wasn't using this calendar for reference specifically, although I would kind of think about it whenever, be like, when I come across it, and like, what time of the year is it now? Or to think of like somebody of a certain sign, when they're born, what period of time was it, like agriculturally? What were we moving away from or preparing for? For example, Pisces, rainwater and waking of insects. And as we go into Aries, that's spring equinox and pure brightness. So they say the calendar is not applicable for all of China because of such a large piece of land. There's different geographical conditions, right? Different climates. The southwest region is lush and tropical, but the northern regions might be cold or chilly. Not much grows there. It kind of depends on where you are, but this is their standardized calendar, so you can kind of have a rough idea of what's going on or how other people are perceiving the passage of time. I would say no chart or structure is applicable for everybody. Beware of New Age fascism. Time isn't really real, and just root yourself in a place of love and compassion for whatever you're doing. Anyways, on that note, I will wish you a happy New Year and a 新年快乐 and happy Tsagan Sar for Mongolian friends. And may you be well and healthy and manifest your dreams. Wishing you a successful 2021.